Alright. I think that's it. It should be good. Alright. How is everybody doing? Everybody hear me just fine? How do I sound to all of you? Now that I'm not, horrendously late like I was. Apparently. How is everybody doing tonight? Alright, so that's whip, jump, dash, dash. Alright, cool. That's good. Alright. Ah, Juan, there. I'm so sorry about earlier. I did not realize I never quite seemed to understand just how stupid I can be. But yeah, cool. Glad to see that you're here. Lauren, I'm glad to see that you're here. Brancliff, how are you doing tonight? Surviving? Oh, are you, you're still not feeling good, are you? I hope you feel better soon, Lauren. Have you seen the new AVGN Castlevania episode? No, I have not. I didn't know that he made one. I haven't been subscribed or watched anything from him in years. Where do I... That's the fastest way down. I don't even remember where I need to go specifically. I don't even know where I need to go specifically. I gotta remember where all this is. Green is B, A is blue. Anyone seen the Fallout TV show? In some ways, it's basically Netflix Castlevania, except it's canon to the games. Yeah, so my lady and I, we watched it, and I have seen... we got like halfway through, and then I finished up the series at a later time, and I am not impressed. I think it's actually pretty damn bad. Yep. The, balls. Something I was not, like... There are aspects about the characters that I like. I like Lucy's personality and who she is as a person. I like how matter-of-fact the ghoul is. I like that Maximus doesn't really give up, and he's quite the fighter. But the characters are just they're just terrible otherwise. They're inconsistent. They constantly screw around and do things they shouldn't be doing. Let's see, CGI is give or take, and frankly, it's CGI. I don't really care so much. And then, oh man, the world building. As somebody who doesn't know Fallout, like I don't know Castlevania. As somebody who doesn't like Fallout, or does not know Fallout, it's got some problems that I don't understand the world building in it sometimes. Not to mention all the crazy inconsistencies. I don't really want to go, like, super into detail here, because for anybody who hasn't seen it, I made a post where I was talking about how I'm like 6 pages into the review right now. It'll probably be closer to like 7 or 8 if I keep thinking of more examples to put in, but yeah, I don't know what the hell people see in it. Like, I understand why they like it, but beyond those simple things, I don't know what people see in the show. Because it is rough. It's modeled after Bethesda's Fallout after all, so consistency likely wasn't a priority. Yeah, unfortunately. Bethesda's gonna Bethesda, unfortunately. We all know how that goes. That is something that I found interesting. I noticed a lot of people online for the discourse around Fallout. It was very, I didn't know... Again, I know nothing about Fallout, so I found it interesting to see that there are so many people that... Oh. Oh. Oh! Oh, okay. I don't know why I never came in here before. Yeah, so I didn't know how divided the Fallout fandom was. I didn't know that... I knew the difference between the two games, the top-down classic Diablo style versus the first-person, 3D world adventure. I understood that, but I didn't know how much people really disliked the newer games, despite... I mean, obviously fans are going to play them, but I didn't realize how split the fandom was on that. Actually, it was very interesting to find. Shadow, hello, how are you? And, as I said to Juan earlier, I'm very sorry about wasting your time earlier. I'm an idiot. I didn't realize, because I've I have been uploading everything at like 3 o'clock for shorts and videos, so I must have just put the stream on for 3 o'clock at just out of habit. Let's see here. So let's go back because I don't remember anything he said. Oh, he's gone. 6.5 hours late. Yeah, well, that's me. I tend to make mistakes. Guardian, alright. Oh man, I get it. I've had videos go up at 2 a.m. instead of 2 p.m. on accident. Yeah, that drives me insane. I hate when I make something, like, some stupid, simple mistake like that should have just never been made in the first place. No, it's all fine, my guy. It's all fine. Right from pulling the weeds. I gotcha. I got a lot of yard work to do too. And I gotta go. I want to get around to helping my lady with her stuff, but she's just been so sick, which is it's really funny. It's really funny because the one thing I did forget to add into that post earlier about just how nice everything's been today is she's also so sick that she can't speak. So it's a really good week. Let's see. So I've gone all there. Okay. Let's see. I need to figure out. I need to. Let's see. I can either go up or I can go down. Let's go up. Okay, this way. You two screwed me over a bit. Hopefully I didn't miss anything important. No, not really. You basically just missed me apologizing. That's about it. Otherwise, we were basically all just kind of like talking about Fallout because Juan had asked about it. For a few months, I never raked the leaves on my porch because, I don't know, I figured they'd decompose or a bug would eat them or something. I only just recently threw my hands up and swept. Yeah. My mom has decided that in order to help try and make her gardening go better, she's decided to make a compost pile. So, like, all of the bad leaves and all of the, you know, everything that we don't need, like eggshells and whatnot. She's like, yeah, just, you know, store it and put it in a pile. And it's really nice because then we don't have to worry about, you know, I don't have to worry about, like, doing any burning or anything of that nature, too, which is really nice. A lot less effort, just have to carry the leaves over. But yeah, if you don't take care of it, it'll get in the way. Oh, Black Queen, how are you doing? Thank you for joining. I hope you're doing good today. But to respond to the last thing I heard, the Fallout community is kind of like Star Wars community in terms of being split. Oh, is it? So, classic series versus, you know, new, basically. That's interesting. Block with a magic spell. Alright, let's try this one. Ah! Ha-ha! I can go places! Shit, I don't remember how to get through that. Crap. Which, Ah, there we go. Figured it out. YouTube, you haven't posted anything in 3 months. Dead account. Yeah. Yeah, the, YouTube does not treat people very well. Oh, what's this? Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Well, I'm glad to know I've got that figured out. Let's... Why not? Oh. Why not? Let's just do it. Real quick, let's see. I had a question about your channel name sounds a little Italian-y. Italianish. I don't think so. It's just a game character, honestly. If it, you know, I actually have found, there was an old search I did for Albeleo years ago, actually. It was like I think it was like a bed and breakfast in, like, Portugal or something. Like, I have no idea. It was something like that. That's the only other place I've actually come across the name Albeleo. It's pretty fitting that Fallout fans would be split, considering a lot of the ideology behind its in-game factions is that it's no right answer. There's no right answer. Yeah, I do appreciate the complexity because they emphasize that in the show. How, you know, the different ways people connect and how they're trying to do things versus another faction. But that's very reflective of the real world. But they managed to do it in a interesting way that's not quite as at your throaty. YouTube sometimes being a pain in the butt. Yes, it is all the time. Brentcliffe is also a small family-run inn in Canada. Oh, neat. Maybe it sounds Latin or Mediterranean or something. Maybe it could be that. I just, like I said, I don't recall. Uh-oh. Oh. Thank you, Involve Frames. Ah! Didn't I kill this? Oh. Oh. Is this all this guy does? I know Castlevania is supposed to be, whoop, whoop. I actually can't destroy those. Whoop. Whoop. All right. I know it's been forever, but I swear I destroyed that before. Liddy! War never changes. Yes. Yes, very much so. They, it's funny, because, like, you can almost tell that the writers are very much fans of anime, because they would not stop repeating that little line throughout the whole series. Well, I mean, I guess death needs ass too. just stand there and do nothing, Juste. Why not? Oh my god! For myself, I was making a joke. I guess. Well, that'll be on a website later. Oop. I want my cross. Yay! Alright, well, let's see here. Oh, cool. Now, I know I can get a bad ending for sure, I just have no idea what, like, where I'm even going. Oh! Oh, well, son of a gun, that'll probably be, that will probably unlock most of the rest of the castle. Cool. Man, there's a lot more to this game than I thought there was gonna be. Stop poisoning me and stop hitting me, it hurts. Whoop! In my opinion about the Fallout series, it changes what the cause of the nuclear war was. Rich men in original game China and commies caused nuclear war, as their character in TV series was commie talking points. I wanted to rip my hair out. I was like, one of the nice things about that show was that I was able to actually enjoy something that wasn't overtly trying to be political. Shy of a couple really stupid things, like when, what's-her-nuts, Mole Dave, or... which you could tell, by the way, is obviously a rejected dragon name, because it's three syllables, and it rolls off the tongue about as well as vomit. God, yeah, I was fine with her saying that she was a commie. Just because I was like, okay, whatever, we can have a different opinion and you're an idiot, but that's fine. But then they went with that, and the first thing I did was I looked at, it was one of the few things I looked up while I was watching the show. I was like, there's no way. There's no way they changed it. Sure as shit, I didn't know China was the one that dropped the nukes, so to see that was also really, really infuriating. Yeah, just a person who's not insane. Yeah, it's infuriating. Like, what do you mean? Now, on this point, actually, since you guys know the lore and whatnot more than I do, quick question for all of you. What year does Fallout take place in? Is it in the 1950s, or is this far later? Because I was under the impression it was like 2000... the like 2100s. If I'm wrong, I would like to know, because that makes that line even more stupid. Ireneos... Oh, sorry. Ireneos Stamos. What's your favorite universal monster? Oh! Ooh. Mine, personally, would be the creature of the Black Lagoon. That's my personal favorite. I have always really liked... I have always really enjoyed aquatic horror. It's like one of my favorite subgenres, just because, you know, obviously the ocean is scary as shit. even something inside of a lake can be fucking horrifying. But yeah, creature of the Black Lagoon by far. I'm also extremely impressed by that movie in general, just because of what the guy was able to achieve in that suit. Also, the music by Henry Mancini is just fantastic. Fallout Vegas and 3 are the best games in the franchise. I have heard a lot of people say Vegas is the best overall, but I'm pretty sure it was also not. Wasn't that also not supposed to be Bethesda? Nope, it's locked from one. What if we put both on? Nope. Okay, so I can't get through that. Alright, I meant character in TV, was Lee Moldavor said it was dirty word used to call people who weren't insane. Yeah, did I... I'm talking pointer. Yes. Oh, okay. Yeah. I gotcha. Black Queen. Nonetheless, it still drove me nuts because it's like, okay, whatever. Like, I disagree with her, and Cooper is absolutely right to put her on blast for it because, you know, lore. But this is also why I asked, and I'm glad that you're answering here. Thank you, Juan. That it's in 2077. Oh, it's Cyberpunk. That's hilarious. But yeah, the line frustrates me even more because then that means that the Cultural Revolution happened. which means everybody should be well aware of the evils of Mao. And, I don't know, like, maybe it is accurate because they're all stupid. Damn it. God, I hate flea men. Oh. There we go. Whoop. Need that. Chandelier. Oh, cool. 50s with super advanced technology. That I did understand. Although, this is a... I suppose this is more of a personal taste, but did anybody else notice the like, fish-eyed cornering and edging of the screen? That was driving me nuts. before I go any deeper, let's go back, because there's a boss to kill, which is cool, because I like to kill shit. Let's see. I'm not much into my family members play games. In the past, I was a little too... oh, you were interested in lore. Oh, okay. I just look at game... Oh, okay, I gotcha. I'm sorry. That's lore. Oh, just focused on gameplay. I gotcha, I gotcha. Let's see. Yep. Aquatic horror, that's an interesting genre. I hadn't heard about that term before. Yeah, no, it's I mean, basically anything that's scary in the water, that's aquatic horror. So, sharks, usually mosasaurs and pliosaurs, things of that nature. Giant squid, giant kraken, all kinds of shit. But all that's, you know, I really like it because I also have a fascination with the ocean. Yep, New Vegas was outsourced to Obsidian Entertainment, who did the Knights of the Old Republic and Neverwinter games. Ah, alright, well, that explains probably why, it was more uh-oh. Oh, Jesus, that killed me. Well, when you're fighting the forces of evil, don't pull out your book and start reading, because that's what I did. I started reading comments. All right, let's not fall victim to that again. I can't help but feel that I am woefully over-prepared for this guy. Jesus. We'll call his victory a fluke. Yeah, New Vegas Obsidian Games was a company made from the remnants of Black Isle, the original team that was, that made the first two. Oh, okay, that explains it. That explains it. In original games, Kami China just nukes the world in Fallout universe. Gotcha. Okay. So it's not just America. Because I see they were trying to, like... Oh, steel tip. What does that do? Because I saw that it was supposed to also be, Russia? What does the yellow one do? Oh, lightning. Gotcha. Yeah, let's see what this does to enemies. Oh, I probably should have gone back and saved, but that's fine. We'll do that. Oh, Unprofessional. How are you doing? Great to see you coming back. Gotta go. Just wanted to say bye. Oh, well, thank you for stopping by, Unprofessional. Yeah, I am back. I'm kind of hoping Despair will pop back up at some point, assuming Despair's even alive. Because I have no idea. It was never really stated who shot the first bomb in the games, although it was likely China, since they were on the losing side of the war. The U.S. having gone as far as the Gobi... Oh, wow, the Gobi Desert. So they really got far. Oh, can't go through that. There's the half-joking fan theory that Bethesda constantly holds a grudge against Obsidian, because people like New Vegas more than Bethesda Fallout. Oh, well, you know, it's probably not an inaccurate assumption, all things considered. I mean, look at how many companies hold grudges against each other all the time. Just look at what's going on, because companies are people. Like, they are at the end of the day, despite what everybody will say. That was close. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Holy Ring. Let's find out what this one does. Holy Ring. Holy Power. Powers make it hard for curses to be cast on user. Oh, alright, cool. Well, don't need to worry about that too much right now, I think. I had a question. What's your favorite Fallout characters? For me, I not instead much. I not Fallout fan. Just watched the show. Just got into a little bit of the lore. Okay. Well, I think this is a general question for everybody because if you're talking about the series, then I think I'd have to default to the Ghoul, because the Ghoul is he's so much more consistent than all the other characters, although he is still bad. They're all bad. Oh, really? This won't open, huh? Damn, I was really hoping that would have solved it. Since you like aquatic horror, what do you think of Subnautica? I really like Subnautica. I think Subnautica is a fantastic little game. I like the gameplay overall. I appreciate the fascination with studying enemies and things of that nature. I wish things were a tad more aggressive, just to, you know, in a classic video game sense, make more use of, give more reason for the player to have a base and, you know, survive in it, maybe, you know, like, have a Reaper Leviathan that just kind of, like, knocks on your door and asks if you have, you know, Girl Scout cookies. That would be great. But, besides all of that, I really like it. Admittedly, I'm not too big a fan of Below Zero, which is weird because I also really like Below Zero combines two things that I really like. I really like Arctic environments, so snow areas in video games, like that shit's my jam. I love just because the snow is so serene and calm and just pretty. I've always really liked, like, a snowy and Arctic sort of environment. And then you combine that with the water, and you're just like, oh, this is like perfect. This is exactly what I want. But then you get into the actual gameplay itself, and while it's basically the same, I don't know, maybe I need to consider things a bit more, because I was gonna say the lack of isolation is frustrating, but at the same time, I really like Metroid Prime 3, and that throws away all of the isolation. So I don't know, maybe I just haven't thought it through. I do like Subnautica nonetheless. The frustration with the glitches and bugs, that shit will send me over the moon. I cannot tell you how many times I have done a hardcore run of that game, and everything's going great up until I get glitched into instant death, and it's just like, alright, great, thanks, awesome. This is totally what I wanted. There was a really bad run I had really early in my playthroughs of Subnautica. I was going through and cataloging everything, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna make a super giant base that's just gonna like split everything into quadrants and whatnot. And I was in the prawn suit. I had my Cyclops, and I was driving around because you're allowed to do that without a license. And I dropped down to harvest a bunch of material, and I realized, oh crap, I forgot to empty out my bags. So I jumped back up into the Cyclops. The animation didn't play through all the way, and then it instantly it pulled me into the Cyclops, but didn't allow me to eject from the prawn suit. So there was a save. Again, this is hardcore, and you're talking like 30 hours into the game. And I got trapped in the prawn suit. I didn't know how to teleport. I didn't know how to do any of that. And stupidly, I also did not think, oh, I could just use a command console, because I didn't think those were in the game, stupidly enough. And I ended up starving to death trying to figure out a way out of the prawn suit. So there was that. And then the last one was on... Oh man, the last one was on Below Zero, and Below Zero did exactly what I said. It just sent me over the moon in anger. I was super far into the game, like completely beat it, same thing, like just trying to make a massive base out of the surface, yada yada yada. I found a nice iceberg to build a base on, and I had an elevator or not like an elevator, but like a shaft to a lower section, a platform that I could park the prawn suit and everything on. And I went to go and scan the new eel, the new Leviathan that gets you when you go too far out. And sure as shit, I let him go past me, and that was totally fine. Everything was fine. But then he decided to swim right past me, and for some reason, when his body... so, like, the prawn suit, where I was on, like, the very edge of the map. And the body of the Leviathan was like rubbing over the top of the prawn suit, and when I ejected out of it, I'm past the mouth. I don't have to worry about it killing me, so I just need to get out and scan the body, because the head is, you know, a football field away. But when I got out of the prawn suit, it counted me as getting crushed by the Leviathan. So when I popped out of the prawn suit, the body of the Leviathan collided with me and crushed me into the prawn suit and instantly killed me. That was the last time I played Below Zero. I almost blew my fucking lid. I couldn't believe how stupid that situation was. Let's see, items. I'm really low on health. Yeah, I think that's good. Let's see. I just watched gameplay of Subnautica. It is a really cool game. If you like scary games, Subnautica will do it to you environmentally. It does that very well. I like Joshua Graham as well as the Pre-Ranger from Zion. Whoop. That's right, I can spam that. I can, like, abuse it. Oh, balls. Ow, balls. 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 Okay, I thought I had to say balls one more time. Chaos Nova, how are you doing? Doing good. Hardcore mode? Yes. So, I was just talking about, well, as I'm sure you heard, I was complaining about my piss poor luck in Subnautica. Stop it. That hurts. Oh. Ow. Fucker. And dead. Right? Good. Ooh, a tea set. Let's see. While the cross takes care of my problems for me, let's see. The entire cast of Old World Blues is pretty good. If you want a wackier sci-fi part of the series, Toaster, Muggy, and the Light Switches are probably my favorite characters in the DLC. Is that DLC for Fallout? Let's go this way. My problem was that in Honest Hearts, there was a little ambiguity between Joshua and Daniel as an alternative. I had spring lock failure. Yeah. I ended up FNAFing myself, which is so infuriating. Sorry for that. Yeah, thank you. It just happened. It is what it is. But after having spent so much time in the game when I had, I wasn't wasting any more time if I could instantly be killed because of a bad collision in the game. Adrian, how are you doing, buddy? Glad you could join. New Vegas, gotcha, thank you. Oop. Balls. Down we go. Balls. Damn. Can't get through those doors. Wait, didn't? I swear I could, right? Oh no, that's right. It was like a solid yellow light. That's right, that's right. Alright. New Vegas and Honest Hearts, and Old World Blues are, as DLCs. Ah, gotcha. Yeah, Old World Blues is, one of DLCs for Fallout, very much one of the wackier parts of the series. Gotcha. I suppose that's another question I should ask. The lightheartedness of the series, is that, or the TV series in particular, is the lightheartedness of the series that was shown to us in the TV show, was that normal, or was that specific to, the TV show? Greed amulet. Cool. All right. Oh, wait. That's, I should check those two. Chaos ring increases the strength of holy. Why is the chaos ring what increases the strength of holy water? Strength of the holy book. All right. Well, I guess that's it. The tone is not normal for Fallout games. Gotcha. That's kind of a shame. I was hoping it was, but oh well. The game usually takes itself so seriously, that's the whole joke. Oh, okay, so it's... Gotcha. That's interesting. Alright. Oh, plate mail. What is plate mail? Plate coat? Ah, here we are. Armor made entirely of metal and thus extremely heavy. Oh, let me guess. Slows me down, huh? No, I don't think so. Looks about the same. Yeah, it's the same. Okay, so plate mail is actually just stronger. Gotcha. I've had the Guardian armor for so long that it's like, oh no, I've lost a piece of myself. Why is it getting brighter? Oh. Well, glad to see he's here. Let's see. Oh, I can just touch. Okay, okay. Let's do that. We'll do yes and yes. Okay. The series used to know how to take itself seriously while being able to have humor. But with the later games, try too hard to be funny and random for a lot of people. Ah, okay, okay. So, so the series ultimately just got more, more millennial, as it were. That's unfortunate. Magical necklace makes its user wiser. Okay. Let's see. Heavy armor. Anything. Oh. Bloody gloves. Oh. Ah! Sasha Grey. Sasha Grey? I didn't just instantly recognize some of my, my half of the internet's search history. Silver boots, ring, bloody gloves. These games are made before we, really called people millennials. I guess they were ahead of the curve. Huh. Well, yeah, maybe, I suppose. Fuck millennial. Alright. Since I have new upgrades... Oh, I didn't check for a helmet. I probably should have done that. Bloody glove. And silver boots. Where'd they go? There they are. There we go. The game's got lost in the retro-futuristic elements. Being like before, the nukes in Fallout, it's like Mad Max being stuck in 1970s fashion. Ah, gotcha. Alright. I do think I made a joke about that. It was like as close as, oh yeah, it was like something like as close as you could get without copyright for, Mad Max. Something like that. No other items, huh? Alright. Well, I guess that's it. That's all I came down here for? Oh, there's more too. Okay, I gotcha. Don't know why everything is so damn bright down there, though. I don't understand that. Oh, wow. 18 damage. It's a hell of a lot less than it was dealing before. There he is. I will go up, because I think if I can get through and connect to the other side, it'll make things a little easier on me. No. Stop blocking. Wow, that thing takes a lot of abuse. Alright, well, if you're gonna stand still... Oh. Heaven's Ring. Alright, does Heaven's Ring do the cross? Come on, Heaven's Ring, do the cross. Fuck! What are these names? I'm just getting, I'm getting tricked. The Holy Cross, the Chaos Ring, the Holy Ring, Heaven's Ring, they should all be, you know, holy items. I should probably heal, because I'm an idiot, as we know. Someone else pointed out that Amazon likely wasn't very optimistic on the show, given that they pushed the release date and dropped all episodes at once. That's interesting to hear, because everything that I'm seeing, it's either it's either the show is really beloved, or it's something kind of in between. And in between obviously makes sense, because a lot of people will, you know, develop an opinion over time. But it seems like the vast majority, in fact, of all of the people watching the show seem to be overtly in favor of it. Balls. So I find that interesting to hear, because everything seems like it should be going just fine. Oh. Oh, I didn't know this was his room. All right. I don't remember it being his room, is what I probably should have said. Let's see. Too many little stat buffs to trick you into thinking the equipment matters. Probably. A lot of people are very easily tricked by things, which I think that's definitely part of the problem with... Oh, that's spoopy. There's a lot of, there are a lot of things in the Fallout show that I recognize as nostalgia. I mean, there are things that would be... I wish they had, like, fully explained a bit better. Like, I have no idea what the fuck a Pip-Boy is. And they're just like, hey, here's the thing for you to use. And I'm like, I have no idea what this is. Like, I have no idea what a Pip-Boy is, but here we are, and we're using Pip-Boys. And it's like, okay, I mean, I guess. And there's a lot of... Like, I get it. Like, I do get it. The comedy... Like, there are certain moments where the comedy does work, you know? I think I've mentioned it before, that the main joke that made me chuckle was, when Maximus goes to try and save Lucy, and he just stomps through, wrecks everybody, and she's like, no, they're letting me go, and he's like, oh, somebody might want to check on him. And he's just, the dude's just lying there, and he goes, that was funny. I enjoyed that. But I do recognize that it does just kind of cover for other problems. Uh-oh, I fucked up. I fucked up. I don't know, like, there's so much more that should be done for Fallout to make it better. It does frustrate me that a lot of people just kind of blindly accepted it and thought it was good for, well, not as many reasons as they should. There we go. There we go. Alright, let's identify. Okay. No confidence in Fallout. Now the Rings of Power, on the other hand. Surely that'll be a hit. Absolutely. It'll be the greatest show of all time, and anybody who thinks otherwise is absolutely wrong. So saith everybody, including not me. Brian Morrison, how are you? Or Brian Morrison, how are you? Glad to see you join. I hope you're doing having a good time on a good day like tonight. Give me my cross back. What was that? Oh, it was a knife. Oh. They also messed up the title cards. They had them in for the first 2 episodes, and then they messed up the third, calling it the name of the last, and then dropped the title cards. Did they? Am I just going insane? I swear they have like a title card for each one of them, don't they? Where it says Fallout? You're doing good? Glad. I'm very glad to hear it. Did I get stuck or did I just not move? Okay, I just didn't move. More blocks. Okay, so I have to try to get them over there. Understood. Alright. Let's see. I think I can actually solve this problem fairly easily, actually. I don't want... Actually, I think this should... Come on, there we go. Just edge it a little closer. Nice to see Juste again? Yes, absolutely. I did not think this through. Whoops, I did not think that one through. So it'll be 1 block, probably 2 block, and then the 3rd block is really all I need. I either... no, because if I push that, I can't push these blocks now, right? Nope, definitely can't. Nope. And... oh, definitely no. Okay, well, I'm glad to see that Newtonian physics don't fucking work in Dracula's castle, except for gravity. Alright. Well, I was kind of hoping to edge that one over, but I guess not. Yeah, because it'll just space like that, and then there's no way to move it. Alright, well, I did that to myself, I suppose. Now, is it supposed to be straightforward like this? Oh, it's not. Wait a minute. What? Why? Hold on. How? Fucking damn these physics, these puzzles, and I understand how to do it. Okay, no, that's a misdirection, and I fell for it twice because I'm an idiot. I don't know why you guys subscribe to me. over enough. Over enough. Understood. No, I was supposed to have pushed it over enough. I was actually on the right path, but then I screwed up at the end. So, this is what's got to be done. Whoopsies. Nah, Adrin and Soothsayer series is so much better than Rings of Power, but they'll never make it. Or they will fuck it up. Uh-oh. Can I make that jump? Definitely not. Alright, I take that back. I was completely wrong? I was completely wrong. Oh, balls. Okay. Okay. I'm really just... I need one block. I need one block over here. That's all I need. So... And I need it close enough. It needs to be like... It needs to be like over here. Nothing. Oh, I meant the episode name? Gotcha. And then even gravity's debatable when suddenly the entire castle flips upside down. Yeah, basically. Physics puzzles, yeah. Fuck the physics. B for boomer, yeah, well, I'm certainly feeling like one at this point. Let's see, how on earth am I supposed... What's the orientation? If that drops... Then... Okay, so hold on, let's see here. One step at a time, scientifically, as we're supposed to. Can't go that way. Didn't we already do this, though? I swear I just did. Man, I really am just, like, that level of stupid, aren't I? I can't figure this... I'm having trouble figuring this out. Let's see. So if the other one comes here, then we get this block here, which means we go here, which means we... What do we just try to... Is there a... No, there's no long jump. But even if I go from here... I don't think I have the height. Nope. Okay, can't damage the block. Is that it? We just push these two over? Uh-oh. Ball. No! Damn it. See, there's like an ability for being able to go up vertically too, which is frustrating. Unless I'm just missing an item or something that like can pop up later. In your Castlevania Nocturne video, you said that in the original Castlevania show, seasons 2, 3, and 4 were bad. Personally, I really liked the show. What do you think there were the problems with it? So, in the So in the video, because a flood of comments came in recently, well, not a flood, a few comments came in recently that were like, hey, you're an idiot. And then I'm just like, alright. Season 1 is fine. Season 2 is where you run into more problems. But Season 2 overall, despite buckling at the end, is still a solid enough series. I'm gonna come back to this room at a later time. Season 2 has its problems, but while it buckles under its own weight at the end, it is still... It's a little weaker, but it's fine, generally speaking. Season 3 is where things start to fall apart, because you run into a lot of inconsistencies. You have... Granted, it's... I also gotta defend my arguments and not having seen it in a long time, to be fair. Let's see. The individual story in the village is a cute little side story that takes place inside of Castlevania, which inside of the lore itself, which is fine if it was meant to be something else. Shifting the focus over to being Curse of Darkness instead of, you know, just Dracula, it takes away from the focus that is necessary to develop the characters properly. You also have a lot of really dumb characters, like what fucking Hector. Hector is just a continuous idiot throughout the whole season. I don't know what the hell he thought he was going to do by being able to choke the little ginger vampire. Don't know why he thought that one was a good idea. Don't worry, I'll be able to do this to you because, you know, you're gonna let me out now. But it's like, hold on, you're a vampire. It's the same sort of issue as it's the same sort of issue I had with like Hector Isaac fucking doing the shit that he did. Oops. No. I didn't like that he was an idiot. I appreciate what they were trying to do with Isaac, although Isaac is completely different, because they're trying to complicate the characters and giving him the backstory. I understand the point and purpose of what they were trying to do for him, but it doesn't work with... It doesn't work that he was given so little time to develop before they, immediately, went back on everything that he had done as an individual. He's taught, he's told, he should absolutely allow himself to, forgive others and whatnot. But then, they just throw all of that aside so that he can just massacre people. It's like, okay, I mean, I don't know why. I don't really care so much for how they also... Man, I am all over the place fighting this, I'm sorry. I don't like the way the characters do develop, which is fine. Damn it. You just die, you damn meat shield. God, finally. Okay. Now that I can focus and I don't have to worry about that anymore. Trevor is fine, receives very little in the way of character development, not that he needs much, but him kind of getting shunted to the side because they're trying to tell... It's like they're trying to tell three stories at the same time, and it just doesn't quite work because there's not enough time for them to properly develop anybody. The Saint-Germain is fine as he is, but I don't particularly care for how he just turns into a full-fledged villain at the end of the series because of Season 4, or rather, in Season 4. It makes no sense. Sypha is acting all high and mighty as though the world is, you know, peaches and rainbows when it shouldn't be, because she knows full well how vicious the world is. So I don't know why the hell they had her act like that and just go full bore with monster killing when she knows, again, full well how bad everything is. I mean, she watched all of her people like depetrify after the Cyclops. Hector is, like I said, a complete and utter idiot. I don't know why the hell they did anything with Hector in the way that they did. He's just like never touched. He hasn't touched a woman in so long that he just instantly falls for the vampire for some reason, even though he has full knowledge of how insane these creatures are and what they're willing to do. Also, how far what they want to do will go. I don't like how Isaac, and this is not necessarily a problem with Isaac. I don't like how from Season 3 he goes through the possible changes, and then he completes his character arc off screen. That one frustrated me, because that doesn't make any sense. But that's entirely on Warren Ellis. Like, it just... Like I said, it's one of those things that's like, I get why, but they should have done better. Let's see. I don't really particularly care for Camilla, because Camilla, I mean, there's not really much that Camilla has going for her. She's fine as she is, I suppose. Just about everything with Alucard pisses me off. Just about everything with Alucard pisses me off. There's zero reason for them to have done everything that they did with Alucard. He doesn't have any reason to be in the story. Not to mention, they also bottom him because Warren Ellis is just an idiot. Could have been a new character? Yeah. They changed him so much from the games. Adrian could answer this one, obviously, a lot better, but Isaac is this, like, sadomasochist who is willing to sacrifice Trevor and, I think, Hector at one point, just so he can bring back Dracula because the plans fall apart. But there's more to what Isaac was trying to do in the game, but they don't go over any of that. So it's just like, alright. Like, there's just nothing else they can really do about it. Let's see. One of the issues that exists from, one of the other issues that transfers over from Season 2 into 3 also is that you have the issue of, oh, I just lost it. What am I doing? Fuck, what was it? Season 2, because Season 2 rushes to a conclusion, they have to make up all this new story for Season 3. It exists within the universe, but it's not really like Castlevania. It's this really odd amalgamation of different stories that just... They're all obviously trying to just build up to something at a later time, rather than trying to just tell a single coherent story. There's a lot, and honestly, I'd have to go back and watch it again, because there's a lot that there's a lot I obviously don't recall. Another thing, actually, logistics among other problems, I suppose. Let's see, he hasn't touched a woman in so long. Yeah, what a shame. It is. But apparently, she must be dispensing soft serve ice cream to make Hector go in completely stupid like he did. There you go. Thank you, Adrian. Yeah. He and Hector grew up together, adopted and trained by Dracula. And anything to do with Alucard in the show, just wanting to pander to Twitter and Tumblr crowd. Yes, absolutely. Oop. Did I go up here? I think I did. Yes, I did. I did. Oh, that's right. The only other thing to do is go that way. Okay. Oh. Hang on. Can I... No, it's about the same. Okay. Let me catch up on a few things. Anything to do with Alucard? Was it really Warren Ellis who made Alucard the bottom? Yes. Yeah, basically. Everything about Alucard appealing to the woke mob was entirely Warren Ellis, as far as I know. Alucard and I will be talking about what actually happened in our podcast. Yes, so for anybody who is curious, Adrian and I were, we recorded a stream where him and I were discussing what happened to Castlevania. We only made it through the classic era because he doesn't have a great deal of time to talk about things because of his scheduling, which is fine. But if anybody would like to, Adrian's channel, Adrian Fahrenheit Tepesh on YouTube, you can find that first episode where we talked for like 45 minutes, I think. Didn't leave until Season 4. I think Season 3 was all him, and no one to supervise him. I don't know how the split worked for the writing on the Netflix series. If that be the case, that would make sense. Iga built up the games during his tenure from Castlevania Bloodlines and its themes. Yes, absolutely. Going to talk about Bloodlines in the podcast, but I saved it for episode 2 since Bloodlines is part of the Igarashi era. Yes. So what we got as far as Rondo of Blood, and yeah, it's that and the Game Boy games. That's basically as far as we got. So if anybody wants to hear us talk about the Igarashi era, so this and Symphony of the Night, just subscribe to Adrian's channel. He'll have that coming soon. Should be next week, and then we'll go over that. Honestly, very good arguments. Thanks for the answer. Oh, I thought I did really bad arguments, quite frankly, because I'm so focused on other shit. But I hope it was at least for satisfactory, Stamos. I think what I will be doing is going through and actually talking about seasons 2 through 4 of the first series, because an awful lot of people still come across that video of mine, but they're like, oh, I'm out because you said the first series was terrible. And I'm like, what? Like, you didn't even hear my arguments. So, I think I will be getting around to that at some point. Though, right now, I don't think it'll be soon, because of just scheduling and whatnot. I need to really just use this more often. Yeah, let's commit. Hey! Yay! Minor SEO pro tip. Add a playlist to your channel with the podcast to show viewers things you've starred in. Yeah, I probably should make, like, a, not compilation, oh, help me. What's the word? The one, I really need to start eating cleaner again. I'm having issues remembering words. Yes, I do need to make a playlist to show who I've worked with and whatnot. Which I'll probably do if it's not tonight, probably tomorrow. Oh, cool, a portal. That should take me. Ah, cool. But yes, I will do that, and very soon, because I absolutely should. There's so much shit that I have been focused on. There's a whole nother side project or channel at some point in the probably next year that I would like to get around to doing and whatnot, but just haven't. This channel's taking up a great deal of time right now, unfortunately. I really don't understand who the hell decided to adapt Dissonance, Rondo, Symphony, and Bloodlines in Nocturne, and just skipping Leon, Chris, Simon, and Juste. Dude, I don't know. I don't understand half of the choices that any of these people make in any of these companies anymore. I really don't. I don't, like, I was talking to... In the podcast, or the stream, I was talking to Adrian about, like, how it could be done for a single season to be dedicated to one game in its completion and still be able to communicate, you know, character development and include everybody and keep the story basic. There's so much that could be done. Like, I feel like I've gone over this example before, but like basically the first episode is like you introduce what happened, like what they did with the series, which was fine. I didn't have a real problem with the first season, the first season's opening episode. But then you know, somebody goes out, a courier goes out and gets Trevor. And then you spend an episode with Trevor, so you've got 2. Next episode, if not the next episode, then the end of that episode, he comes across the Cyclops and he wakes up, Sypha. Saves Sypha. Next episode, they go to the crossroads. Everything's going fine, and then they end up coming across somebody who says, hey, help me, our village is in trouble. They go, so that's 3 episodes. Fourth episode, they find Grant. They go and help out in the village, because the village is being destroyed. Now you have Grant. You have Grant, Trevor, and Sypha. The competition between Grant and Trevor is apparent. Sypha, that was close. Sypha falls more for Trevor. They just build up towards that, or they build that relationship up. Episode 5 is probably just character development. Episode 6, they come across Alucard. They beat Alucard, or at least prove themselves to him. And then the next 2 or 3 episodes are them fighting all around the castle, the various bosses that exist. And then you have one final episode that's like 90% combat, because you just show the characters' ultimate culminations of character development. Like, Trevor gets knocked out a window, and Grant saves him, despite the competition that they have with each other, you know? And then it concludes with the four of them beaten, battered. Everybody goes their separate ways, and then in the credits you have, like, Sypha and Trevor getting married. Alucard goes back to sleep. Grant goes back on his ship and travels the world, you know? Like, there's all kinds of shit that could be done to make a far better story than what they couldn't do with 2 seasons proper. You know? And I would love... if presented with the opportunity, I would absolutely take it to make that kind of series work. But that's, like, that's it. That's all it took to... That's all it would take. And you're looking at 10 or 12 episodes. Period. That's it. 10 or 12 solid episodes, so you have, like, 1.5 times a standard season. And, yeah. Like, I don't know how you screw this up. But you wouldn't then have to try and do everything else. Oh, what is this? What? I see a key. Yup. Is, let's see here. Oh, I have the rest of the hint cards, that's right. Somewhere there exists a mechanism for draining the caves. The eyes of the goddess statue point to a secret... Oh, crap. I think I know where that is. Kneel before the round gate to be taken to a different place. Multiple spells can be cast multiple times. They say there is a book with the power to summon monsters. The red book and the dagger share a secret. Gotcha. Let's see. To be fair, you probably don't want them touching Christopher or Simon's stories. Yes. Yeah, I wouldn't want any of these guys anywhere near any of these stories, quite frankly, because I don't remember who said it, but somebody was absolutely correct. Simon and Christopher, well, unfortunately not Juste, but like everybody who was not featured in Nocturne dodged a bullet. Just plain and simple, they dodged a bullet. I would never want to see these characters done so dirty. Which is so stupid, because Simon is so simple. Like, it's just have him kill Dracula. And they couldn't even do that right. Oh, I suppose that's another argument that I just remembered is I am not a fan of what they did with the final battle of Season 2. Like, Trevor and Sypha are just cast aside as side characters because they wanted to rush into their little Symphony of the Night fan fiction between, having the fight between Dracula and his son. Oh, it's you again. Oh, it's not you again. It's something else. Why did that book switch? Why did that just happen? There we go. Those mana prisms are weak. Oh boy. Yeah, that should be fine. Oh, alright, yep. I kind of figured he was going to be a little bit of a cakewalk. Alright. Leon Juste stories already touched by the show, and the results aren't too great. Yeah, they're really badly handled. Which is a shame, too, because, like, they gave so many other, like... It is frustrating to see that they gave Annette so much more as a character, and for obvious reasons. I don't like that, you know, it's... I don't like that that's the case, but it is. Then again, why would I want them to adapt their stories? Yeah, exactly. Twinker Brahmont, yes. Richter is my absolute favorite of all of the, out of all the Belmonts, and he's the one they absolutely destroyed. It's like... He's just unrecognizable. This isn't Richter. This is a joke. That word can summarize almost everything in Netflix. Yes, absolutely. Here is the podcast. I don't know why that didn't come up. Here, let me... right, there we go. Nope, that ain't your channel. that was not your channel. That one's also not your channel. There's your channel. Where is your... Oh, for the love of... We just did it. Ah, there it is. There we go. I will do this for you. There you go. That is the video to what Adrian and I talked about earlier. So if you want to watch that after, or now if you don't like the sound of my voice for some reason, you can go ahead and watch that. That's him and I discussing Castlevania, the entire classic series, all the way up to Rondo of Blood and Super Castlevania 4. And I did see that he already has the next episode already queued up at a later time. So if, like, you know, as I said before, if anybody wants to subscribe to Adrian and wait for that episode to come out at a later time, be my guest, please do. I will be there, and we will talk, and it will be fun. Let's see, so that's what I've covered. Okay. Balls. Oh, cool. Big mana prism. Needed that. Let's see. They fail because they think they are better than the source material. That is another problem, yes, absolutely. That's actually something in general about modern writers, which I do... That's another conversation to go through and write, because that's something that frustrates me about things today. Because there's a lot of... So one of the things that I wanted to go over and discuss in the Writers Don't Know Women Today video was that... Am I drowning? Oh my, I drown! Oh no! I didn't know that was a thing. Oh, okay. Well, on the bright side, at least this is a Belmont that doesn't die the second I touch water. A lot of the original show was just weird Symphony of the Night fanfiction. 90% of the references are Symphony of the Night. Even Alucard's design is based on Symphony of the Night. I'm fine with a design based on Symphony of the Night, though I do agree that it's a little close. It probably should have been something a little more fitting to the times. No one wants to write tension in stories. I don't like the romantic comedy Nocturne of Recollection, but at least Richter stands up after all of that in Symphony of the Night. Yes. It's been a long time since I listened to it. I really should sit down again and just kick back and enjoy it. Sort of like Resident Evil. Resident Evil has a bunch of stage plays, and they're just hysterical. Oh, cool. Another big mana prism. That's good. Alright, so I can't go that way because I'll drown. I can't go that way because... Okay, so... I can't go that way because I can't make the jump. I can't go that way because... I can't go down because I'll drown. I can't go left because I'm an idiot. Oh, that's right, I could do that. I should go back up top, is what I should do. Whoopsies. Leon could probably make a hinted gay moment with Matthias. Christopher, they could make him allegory of parent not liking their child, kid changing their body. Yeah. That's something that's really goofy about the dynamic of Nocturne, because Nocturne, Richter specifically, is the prime example of a toxically masculine man. Because he's an overconfident douchebag that gets everything, like, he causes all the problems. Like, he causes so many problems for himself and others because he is overconfident. And you would think that they would placate to that, but the truth of the matter is they're not actually fans of Castlevania. Because if they were, they would have known that. And that's the main problem. That answers the big problem. They are not fans, and that's why nothing is accurate. That's all they needed to do, was just hop on the Wikipedia for, like, 30 minutes, and they would have solved so many of their own problems, but they're illiterate. Simon, they could use him as a stupid example of toxic masculinity and red pill BS. A rage bait. Juste probably a cuck, because, you know, some writers do that type of shit. Man. It's painful. It's like, it's sad and painful that you're absolutely correct, that they could absolutely do they could do all of this. But you and I know that they're not going to do that, though. They're not going to do it because it requires work and effort, and, you know, they're allergic to that. The big problem with Nocturne is they don't write for a longer story. Too many contrivances. I would believe that if someone wrote it, they did in just NCIS or some decent TV series. Yeah, I could see that. But the other thing too to remember is, because a lot of people tried arguing this, that, you know, oh, you lost, your argument's worthless because they've got a second season coming, and it's like, it's not a second season, it's part 2. Netflix does this for some reason, and I find it so odd, because it's like, just make one good season of something, and if the watch time is there, then continue it. But, I don't know, maybe I'm just thinking of helpful, old-school mentality. Because, like, they did that same shit with Archive 81. It's like if no one has seen it, Archive 81, it's a little slow at first, but it slowly ramps up, and it controls itself, it restrains itself a lot. And it only has one season, and it went kaput. Netflix shut it down because they just didn't care to work on it anymore, and it's just like, why? Like, you had a successful series that worked really well, but for some fucking reason they decided to make, like, 2 Rebel Moons, which apparently are just terrible, and it's like, why? It did happen to Hector after all. Ah. Oh, damn flying jar of greed. Just go up, yep. Fuck off, pot of greed. I play Pot of Greed. Fuck. Back here and die like the monster that you are. It would involve exchanging notes. Koji Igarashi literally asked for director of Rondo of Blood at Konami for notes. And I'm writing, I'm writing the sequel, can you send me some notes? Yep. Yeah. Communication. It's such a foreign concept to people nowadays. It's so weird. Okay. Let's go through the portal and see what I can do. And I think they only decided to adapt Rondo and Symphony. It's because Alucard is in that story, and they're just using as a keychain jingle. Yeah, that's absolutely true as well. When people think Castlevania, they don't think they don't necessarily think they don't think Leon. They don't think Reinhardt. They don't think half of these things that exist. They focus almost exclusively on what everybody knows, which it's Symphony. There's no arguing that. Absolutely. Symphony is I think it's fair to say Symphony is by far the most popular of all of the games. So of course they would do that. Across. They don't even remember. See, that's another thing too. For as much as I hate the idea of them trying to just make tropey writing and whatnot, they also do not. They didn't do Order of Ecclesia. You would think they would have tried to, like, been more consistent in it and like tried to girl boss Shanoa. I'm glad they didn't, because I would hate that. But it would at least be a consistency on their side of things. But they didn't even do that, and it's like, why? Like, why? What is the point? They just had to go through and, like, make Richter an absolute beta in his own fucking story. Despite the fact that he rode into town on the back of horses, defeated, staved off death. He staved off death, charged into battle, saved the town, rescued the maidens, brought down the castle, defeated Shaft. Like, there's so much shit that he did that so many other characters have basically done in the series, and they're just like, nah, we're not gonna do it. Like, why? You don't want them to do Order of Ecclesia? Yeah, I know a lot of people really like Ecclesia. Treating Alucard like the Belmont babysitter. This isn't Lords of Shadow. Yeah. Yeah, basically. How do I get through that? Alright, now hold on. Where do I go from here? That's the other question. Because there's all of that down there that I haven't done. There's all of that over there that I haven't done. I haven't managed to get through any of that. I can't quite get across. I don't know... The only real places to go, I'd have to check to see if I have access to an area with one of those yellow doors. I don't have anything to go up and over. It's like I have to get into the other side of the castle. That's what frustrates me here. I also, because I have the bracelet, I should check to see what doors I can, but I can't get through that blue, yellow, and green door. I mean, the thing with Shanoa is that she doesn't speak much in the game and is a real loner. Oh, alright, never mind. That explains why they would never do it. If they wouldn't allow the series to have the Warhammer series to have the Sisters of Silence, they would never allow Shanoa. It's not like they are afraid of changing the characters to do something that goes against the original character. Just look at Alucard. Yes. Like using Alucard as a keychain, jingle for the hardcore fans, Alucard fans from the games, casual fans, normies that don't bother with lore, and call you a bigot for hating changes. Yeah. Yeah, that's a really big annoyance, too. Let's see. I mean, there is a different Alucard in Lords of Shadow, but that's a bit complicated as an alternate timeline, plus Dracula's a little less evil in that. Well, yeah, it's because they're all Belmonts, hilariously enough. Tough to get there without getting to the checkpoints. Yeah. Why do I keep whipping the candles? I have all of the hearts I could possibly need. Nope, that's right. I'm not. So I'm in the first area, which I already went through on both sides. I can't make the jump. Oh, wait a minute. Which castle am I in? Am I in, wait, am I in 2? Oh, I'm in Castle B. Oh, never mind. I might be able to get down through that door. Okay. I never got to finish this game, so I'm not much help here. Anyone else know what to do? I'll figure it out in time, I think. I'm just, you know, I'm trying not to, you know, just waste time, which apparently I'm known for. Ow, bastard. Oh, that's... shit, it's one of those ring... So, his memento ring doesn't work. Juste's doesn't work. And then both his and Juste's do not work. So I can't get through those skull doors. Unless... No, I didn't. Yeah. Oh, crap. Now I gotta remember what even were the best pieces of gear I had. Bloody glove. Oh, speeds up the rate at which MP... Oh, that's nice. Silver boots should do it. There was another helmet I had that I wanted to check. Ah, there it is. Full helmet. Cool. That'll give me a little bit boost there. I don't think I can get through here. Nope. Alright, so I can't get through those doors. I don't remember if there's a yellow door over there or not. Well, I will run through all the doors that I can with what little time I have left. Also, did you hear they say they completely canceled Part 2 of Not... Really? Oh, hallelujah. That would be fantastic if they did that. Does anybody have a link that confirms this? Because I would like to... I wouldn't have to do anything to go to bed tonight. just need that. That's all I need. Haven't heard anything about that, but I did mention earlier that animated shows tend to be ordered in bulk, so a Season 2... so a Season 2 was always going to happen. Yes, Season 2 was going to happen, I think it was... as everyone has discussed already in my lack of observation, the announcement for quote-unquote Season 2 was the same day, I think. And when they showed it, it was a bunch of, it wasn't concept footage, it was like actual, oh lord, it was actual footage of the characters and everything. Like, they already had a season, they're already working on it. Like, they just didn't have it colored in, but they had the outlines for all the characters that they were using. So Season 2 was already on its way. There was never a thing about it otherwise. Yeah. It was definitely there to help out with the nonsense about the show, because people were not happy about it, obviously. Show with 48 to 50%-ish on new sites isn't exactly the kind of show to be renewed in mere days. Well, you know, you'd be surprised, considering all the shit that they managed to, you know, crank out, despite how awful the reception has been about them. Is this the right way? No, I meant to go down. Oh, that's right. The feather demon, right? Oh, he's not. Damn it, it's at one of those doors. Alright, I think this is the shop. I should see if the guy has any items that I might have missed. Oh, it's a teleporter. I don't remember where this door goes. Is this my first time playing Dissonance? Yes, actually. Well, no. I've played Dissonance once years and years ago. But it's been so long that I like, genuinely don't remember, like, at all anything about the game. So this is effectively a blind playthrough. This isn't something like Symphony or Super Castlevania 4, you know. Like, when I went through those were basically jokes, you know. It's just been so long since I've gone through this. It's sort of like Circle of the Moon. Like, I played it, I've beaten it. I never got the best ending, but it's certainly not a game that I remember. Damn, it's right there. I can't get up there. They already had line art. Most people don't know how long animation takes to make, so it fooled most people. Yes. It's just frustrating that Netflix does this, where they order a Season 2 sometimes, especially if it's something they want to commit to. And of course, there's a bit of bias, because it's all, you know, everything that's basically woke gets a second season or so. And it's just frustrating that, you know, they're gonna continue it. Oh, that's right. I forgot about this. Man, I really wish I hadn't stopped streaming. Maybe I would have remembered half of this shit, like I should have. Oh, are you kidding? Uh-oh, I lost my cross. That's unfortunate. Alright, well, can't come through here. Oh. Ah, it's just the Bible. Damn. Okay, so if that... Okay, so I can't go through there, I can't reach that, can't go through there. I will check over here real quick before ending the stream, I think. I don't think I can make this, though. Right? It's like way out. Yeah, I can't make it. Damn. Queen, I had a question. Albeleo, have you seen David Lynch's Eraserhead? I watched half of it before. It was a very bizarre film from '77. I have not seen all of Eraserhead. I haven't seen all of it. What little of it I have seen, I can remember confidently I enjoyed. it's just, man, there have been so many things that I simply have not had the time to get around to doing. And I know, like, I don't remember who, maybe it was you, uh, I had responded to somebody who was talking about Civil War and how it ripped off numerous moments from Apocalypse Now. And I didn't know what he was referencing because I've never seen Apocalypse Now. And somebody popped in below and was like, "How have you never seen it? It's so good. You need to see it now." And I'm just like, I haven't had the time. I'm sorry. All right. Well, I appreciate everybody coming out. This is where I think I'll be signing off here tonight. Juan, Stamos, Adrian, Morrison, Unprofessional, all of you, thank you all very much for coming out. Again, I apologize for me being an idiot and screwing up the stream from earlier today. But yeah, I'll make sure not to do that again. Next week, I will probably be streaming on Thursday because the week after, I don't think I will be available for anything. But yeah, so Thursday will probably be when I stream. Same time, 7 p.m. Thank you all for coming. I hope you all enjoyed, as usual. I hope you all have a very good night. If you haven't seen it, please check out the latest video where I discuss the Helldivers situation, just a tiny bit, more so a reaction to how things went. But yeah, until then, have a good night, everybody. I'll talk to you later.